G'day, OWFsquad. Welcome back to another Thursday trip report, and welcome to autumn in Adelaide. Today I'm flying Rex business class from Adelaide to Melbourne. I bought this ticket just a day ago for $285 through a third-party website, and they were charging economy for $299, so it was no-brainer for me that I booked business. Very looking forward to the journey. Now let's go in and check in. Remember to put on your mask before entering the terminal. It's now mandatory to wear them in all Australian airports and flights. Adelaide Airport this morning is super busy. Lines everywhere for all airlines. Here's the check-in for Rex Regional Express. They've got two parts. Here's the traditional check-in desk. They've also got the self-check-in area maybe 10-20 meters away.
Please ensure you do not leave any baggage or personal items unattended.
Between the first departure at 6 a.m. till 9 a.m. there are over 20 flights departing from Adelaide to domestic Australia, and that's very lovely to see, and security is super long because of that. I think today I waited for 5 minutes at the security. I don't think I've ever needed to wait for that long before. Rex business class customers have access to the Rex lounge at the airport, and today our flight departs from gate 11. Lounge is conveniently located just adjacent to gate 11. The lounge, however, doesn't appear to open until the first regional flight departs at around 9 o'clock. Now it's 5:30, no lounge access unfortunately. And here's our aircraft today, a 16-year-old Rex Boeing 737-800 Victor Hotel Romeo Quebec Golf.
Just finalised the paperwork and we'll be putting the service within the next 5 minutes. We do apologise for any inconvenience that's been caused and appreciate your patience. Thank you.
Thank you.
Morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for flying us up.
Hello, here's our baby. Wonderful, welcome on board. Thank you
Morning.
Hello. Oh, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being so patient this morning.
No
We're just here at the front.
Thank you.
Hello.
So just now we received a very warm and friendly country welcome from our manager of the flight, and my seat today is 1A, front of the plane. Because I'm sitting at the bulkhead, everything has to be in the overhead locker or in the seat pocket. While everybody is still boarding, I'll go through the seat features. So you've got plenty of legroom in business class, even though you're in the front row. Here you've got a cocktail table, which is extendable, your recline button. And then your tray table is inside your armrest. Simply pull it out like this, and then you can open it and push it back and forth.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. To assist with our departure, we do ask you to take your assigned seat as quickly as possible, placing large bags into the overhead lockers and placing your smaller items under the seat in front of you. Thank you.
Every business class seat has a large, comfortable, adjustable headrest. And just before we take off, in business class you'll receive a welcome drink. You've got a choice of water and orange juice in the morning.
This is Andrew. Today the crew like to welcome on board flight 402 to Melbourne. Flight time today, 55 minutes. Andrew's going to fly us across. He'll get back to you prior to 7 with your arrival conditions. Meantime, sit back, relax, enjoy the excellent service brought to you by Rex. We apologise for the slight delay in the service. We'll try our best to get you into Melbourne on schedule as possible with the short flight time. Welcome on board.
Sorry, lovely. Welcome on board your Rex flight to Melbourne. Our flight time today will be approximately 55 minutes. My name is Tullamarine. It is my pleasure to be your cabin manager on today's flight. To ensure you've taken your assigned seat and your seatbelt is firmly fastened. If you're seated in an emergency exit row or row without a seat in front, all carry-on items must be stored in the overhead lockers, keeping the floor area clear. If you require any assistance, if there's anything you can do to make your flight more comfortable, please don't hesitate to ask one of your friendly flight attendants as they move to the cabin. The safety and good health of our passengers and employees is our highest priority. We're working closely with national authorities and implementing changes based on the latest advice and guidance on COVID-19 to ensure the welfare of you and your crew are being met. Passengers are required to wear a face mask at all times whilst on board this aircraft. Except during service, if it's In your seat pocket you will find a passenger information card, which explains the correct handling of masks and further precautions we've taken, such as our enhanced cleaning procedures. Thank you once again, welcome on board.
A mini bottle of water just before we go.
The paperwork here, we're just doing a head count to make sure that everyone's meant to be on the flight is on the flight. We'll just be a few more minutes to sort that out. I do apologise for the delay. With a short flight time, we'll try and get you into Melbourne on schedule as possible. Thanks for your patience.
Just now, our manager offered to hang up my jacket, which was lovely.
Your flight attendants on board today's flight. At the front of the cabin we have Sasha, in the middle is Eloise, and at the rear we have Devesh. May we have your full attention as we demonstrate the safety features for this Boeing 737 aircraft. It is a requirement to follow crew instructions at all.
There are 2 doors at the front of the cabin, 4 exits over the wing. Including escape path lighting is located throughout the cabin and will help guide you to your nearest exit, fastened. This is a non-smoking flight. It is a federal offence to smoke on board this aircraft.
Now that we've taken off, I want to explain the delay a little bit. So initially what caused the delay was that the Rex self-bag drop machines weren't working, so a lot of passengers were redirected to the business class check-in. Further, the security lines at the airport was extremely long. That may have caused extra delay at the gate. And then just when we were about to go, 15 minutes late, 4 passengers including 2 unaccompanied minors were assigned to row 30. But Rex 737 only have 29 rows. Economy class was pretty full, so what they had to do was to upgrade those 4 passengers into business class. So at the end there were 5 people, those 4 who got upgraded and myself in business class. After that, the cabin crew had to do multiple head counts to make sure that everything had been sorted. And at the end the delay was about half an hour long. As you can see, it's a really bumpy takeoff, but as soon as we broke through the clouds, the view was spectacular. As soon as the seatbelt sign was switched off, our cabin manager came to me and took my meal order. So first of all, the manager apologized to me about the delay and also that we only have 1 option for breakfast today. So there was supposed to be 2 options, and the other option was missing because the catering somehow lost one of the cards at the airport. So our meal was delivered hot and fast. Here's the breakfast: frittata with bacon and tomato. On the side we have a strawberry cupcake, another bottle of water. For drinks I opted for a cup of English tea, and there's a bowl of fruits. Alcohol is available in the morning, but I decided not to have any because I'm so tired and didn't feel like it, even though I actually wanted it. So here's the frittata. The frittata itself is vegetarian and very delicious. It'll taste even better if you add some pepper and salt, I reckon. And here's the cup of hot tea. Very delicious. Perfect amount of milk. Hello, welcome to Rex 737 Lavatory in business class behind the cockpit. A very standard 737 lavatory, but it's clean, it's bright. Sit down. You got adequate leg room. Cold. When I came out from the lavatory, the cabin manager offered me some economy snacks to bring home. I really like them. I had them on Virgin Australia before, they're so good. And I also ordered a takeaway tea.
Ensure all rubbish is removed from the seat pocket. Shortly the captain will switch on the fasten seatbelt sign in preparation for landing. Please now ensure all carry-on items are returned to the overhead lockers and placed underneath the seat in front of you. If you are seated in an emergency exit row or a row without a seat in front, all carry-on items must be stored in the overhead lockers keeping the floor area clear. Your seatbelt should be in the upright position, your tray table locked and your armrest down. Your window light must be fully open. You may continue to use large electronic devices including laptops until the seatbelt sign has been switched on. Thank you.
Now that we're about to land into Melbourne Tullamarine Airport, I'll conclude our Rex trip report right here, right now. It would be a rather long one because I have a lot to discuss. So first of all, when I walked into the Adelaide Airport terminal, the check-in area for Rex, the lane was empty because I was the only passenger flying in business class who paid for it. But maybe because of that, no one was actually at the check-in counter. Only the economy counters were open. And the staff there didn't let me through until maybe 5 to 6 groups of people in economy have gone through. And then after security, there was no lounge access because the lounge wasn't open. And then at the boarding gate, the staff announced priority boarding. But as soon as that was announced, they also announced all remaining passengers are welcome to board. So there was really no point for that because as soon as I got to the boarding gate, everyone was already there. So pre-departure experience, as a business class customer, I didn't get priority boarding, priority check-in and lounge access, which was actually very disappointing, especially when Rex was advertising that on their website and social media. The moment I got on the plane, things got a bit better. I received a very warm welcome from our manager, Philomena. When everybody was boarding the plane, she apologized to each and every passenger at the cabin door about the delay and appreciated their patience. When a passenger with a disability boarded the plane, without hesitation, she immediately offered to walk the passenger down the aisle to the seat. Philomena also offered to hang up my jacket just before takeoff, which was really nice and professional. The airport staff and the cabin crew tried their very best to minimize the delay due to the seating arrangement error that 4 passengers got row 30. Those passengers got really lucky and got bumped to business class and received standard business class service including the meals. With regards to the catering, the food that I got, the frittata, was actually really good. I also really liked the takeaway tea option. And just before we started landing into Melbourne, Philomena came to me and sincerely apologized about the delay and the missing meal option. And when we landed at Melbourne, she made sure that I got off the plane first, perhaps so that I could feel like a real business class passenger for a moment. It's those kind of little touches, like letting me off the plane first, hanging up my jacket, coming to me to chat with me, apologize, and also showing their attentive care to the passengers that made the trip a bit more memorable and special. So here's the conclusion. Thank you so much for watching, and now here we are, OWFsquad. When you fly again, especially to New Zealand, make sure you use this special hashtag on Instagram so I see where your journey is taking you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would really appreciate if you could do so now. I upload a new trip report every Thursday, 12 PM Hong Kong time. That's 2 PM in Melbourne, 1:30 PM in Adelaide. And also click that bell button so that every time I upload you won't miss out. Please also like this video, comment down below and share this video with your aviation friends. Each and every of your action which I just mentioned will help the growth of my channel. I also offer memberships on Patreon and YouTube if you're interested, and I'm also available on Facebook, Instagram and Snapchat. See you at the end of the video with the long-awaited Q&A, and otherwise see you next week. Thanks, bye.
Welcome to Melbourne, where the local time is approaching 8:10 in the morning. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the captain has switched off the fasten seatbelt sign. If your electronic devices are within reach, you're welcome to use these now. Electronic devices must not be used while disembarking the aircraft and crossing the tarmac. Prior to leaving your seat, please check your seat area and seat pocket for any personal belongings. Take care when opening your hand lockers, as heavy items may have moved during the flight. If you require assistance disembarking, please remain seated and one of our flight attendants will be happy to assist you. A reminder that smoking and use of electronic cigarettes is not permitted on the tarmac or inside any Australian airport. Also a reminder the Department of Health have mandated the wearing of masks in all airport terminals and to practice social distancing guidelines where possible. On behalf of Captain Tiva Kulasingam, your First Officer Andrew H., your wonderful crew would like to thank you for flying Rex today. It has been our pleasure to have you on board, and we look forward to your company when you next choose to fly. If Melbourne is home, welcome home. If you are here for business or leisure, we do hope you enjoy your stay. Thank you.
We'll taxi up to our gate. It'll just be another couple of minutes. They're just about to taxi up. Thank you for your patience. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign comes on.
Okay, Mr. Wong, please, off to you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Hello there, welcome back to Q&A. A very short and quick one today. Now let's begin with Mike on Instagram. Boeing or Airbus, which one is your overall favourite? Overall, I prefer Airbus for my in-flight experience, but I do like the look of Boeing airplanes. Second question, on regional narrow-body flights with business class, do you prefer a business class seat with all seats are occupied, when all seats are occupied, or an economy seat on the bulkhead with the centre open, assuming you are paying full price for the seat? I think I still prefer business class because at the end of the day, business class seat, because at the end of the day, I think it's more comfortable if you wanna recline. I think comfort is what you pay for in business class. Second you pay for privacy. You might get more privacy if you're getting that economy on the bulkhead, but you do get some in a business seats anyway. Carlo Flauta. Hello, One World Fly. One question, how does it feel to be flying again? Amazing. Maybe you could share what you miss from flights, pre-pandemic and other experiences. What I miss most is definitely using my passport. Can't really use that in a domestic flight. I mean, I can use them at check-in, but it's silly using a passport. Other things I miss, not wearing a mask. Definitely miss that a lot. Heel doors wants a shout out, and here you go, Hugh. Final questions, plural, from Bryce. What are your thoughts on single pilot operations? Scary. I mean, nowadays you've got single drivers on buses, trams, trains, but just can't get over the fact that there could be single pilots one day. Ooh, scary, scary. And what aspect of the aviation industry in 50 years' time are you most looking forward to the next? The end of basic economy. Basic economy is rubbish. Hate it. I want to see more catering coming back. I want to see more onboard lounges. I want to see 747 coming back. I want to see more good technology being, embodied into the airplanes. And actually, I pretty like what it is now. Obviously not 2021 and 2020, but maybe 2019. I quite like it, except for basic economy. I like, at least, comfort, and without worrying about paying extra stuff like luggage and choosing a seat, not being able to sit with your friends, etc, etc. So that's it for the Q&A. See you soon. See you next week. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Boston. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and your cabin baggage stowed until the seatbelt sign has been turned